Hey, Soul Warriors. Have you ever felt a presence guiding you through life's ups and downs? Like it's whispering wisdom when you need it the most? Or maybe you've only heard crickets when you felt the most stuck and wondered where the heck your guides even were. Today, we're going to dig into 2 ways you can open the channel to receive the direction and the support that you crave. You are never alone, and these guiding forces, known as your spirit guides, are eager to connect with you. So let's uncover how they communicate, their purpose in our lives, and how you can forge a stronger connection with your unseen allies. I absolutely love the ease that these 2 things can bring to connecting with your spirit guides. And I want to start with both of them. If you've been indoctrinated in the religious world for a really long time, you might have been taught that these things are evil. And that is a judgment and a belief. And you can always bring your own presence, your own, whatever is coming to me is for good, for my good, and I'm going to do good with it. So please apply that to these tools as we start to speak about them. First one is ritual. Ritual is not building a giant altar and praying to the god or goddess of your choice, unless that's what you want to make it. Ritual is anything that you bring your presence to, that you treat as sacred, as holy. And it can be as simple as what your morning routine is. Instead of going on autopilot and going to the bathroom, brushing the teeth, having a drink of water, meditating, getting ready, going to work, bring presence. Like I'm brushing my teeth. I'm making things clean and feel fresh and feel new. Smile at yourself in the mirror when you're done. I'm drinking this water. Water brings me into flow. Water is life. Just really bringing presence and sacredness. It's all deliberate. It's all intention. Mm-hmm. So ritual is really powerful because that's what gives you an open channel.
Yeah.
And that's what you don't have when you're hearing the crickets. It's your first cue. If you're hearing crickets, you're feeling super stuck. Okay, I'm in resistance right now. Yeah. And it's ironic because that's when we need the guidance the most.
It is ironic, super ironic, because we do need it at those moments. But yeah, we're definitely sitting in some level of resistance or judgment. Somewhere in there lies one of the 2.
Right. I mean, a cool thing that we both did together recently that felt very ritualistic to me, very sacred, and we were very present with it, was planting seeds. It's because we're getting ready to do this whole cool flower and herb garden outside. The difference that each seed required just was wow, reminding me that each of our souls are totally different and we require different things. So what works for me might not work for you. And that's totally cool. Or you might do it a different way or have a different perception. These are all the pieces of the whole, and that is beautiful.
Yeah. I know that for me, I was very, very present because it's new. I've never done a garden. I've never, taken care of plants or grown them from the seed or anything like that. So I was very present in the process you were teaching me. And, thinking about how beautiful they're going to look. Because I love flowers. Yeah. I totally love them. I just never had the opportunity to grow them and take care of them myself. And so I was super, super present. And I'm looking forward for the next step.
Yeah. And we'll notice that some won't make it. We'll also notice that even though it's been 5 days and nothing has popped through yet, we're not getting upset. And we're not my stuff isn't working. Because a lot of that we hear from clients that we coach is the manifestations aren't working because they did X, Y, and Z, and they're not seeing the fruit of their labors yet. Yeah. This is consistent patience. I have faith that they're going to come up. I'm taking care of them every single day, which is signaling to my brain that it's important to me to take care of myself and anything that I treasure, that I want to grow, that I want to bring into this world. I want to be present with it. I want to give it the self-care. I want to give it the love. It's so represented.
It's true because it's you have to do a little mist thing in the morning. And I've incorporated that with, because I drink a glass of water first thing when I get up. So while I'm taking a drink of water, I'm giving them their water.
Right.
So it's interesting. It's similar but different at the same time.
And notice she's making sure she cares for herself too.
Yeah.
It's not just I'm doing the 8 million things until I'm depleted. And then maybe, oh yeah, I didn't drink water yet. My phone reminded me. Awesome. And now I'm grabbing one.
Yeah.
This is a lot about
It's a
being
ritual
deliberate.
thing. You know, for me, it's a ritual in the morning. You
Yeah.
know, I get up, I brush my teeth, do those things, have my glass of water, and now I've incorporated the watering the soil.
And this is as simple as it can be with your spirit guides connecting to you. I know we would all love to just be like, hey, spirit guide, like we're talking to Alexa, Google, Siri, you know, pick your poison.
That would be awesome.
Right? And you're just getting a direct answer, like you want the black and white answer. That's not how it works most of the time. I mean, sometimes you'll get a clear, like a gut felt sense of yes or no. But most of the time it's this kind of symbolic and it's a feeling, it's a sense.
It's a feeling, it's a sense, it's a picture, it's a subtle movement. It can be so many different things because they communicate in such a way that it's not usually the kind of conversation we're used to with words. It's a lot about being so tapped in that you see when the sun reflects a certain way and it makes something come up for you.
Right.
You know, something like that. Or a quick word, you know, that triggers something else in you. This is how they communicate. And I think it can be as simple as calling G and A.
Yeah.
If we stay open enough.
Exactly.
To that, when we say, I need guidance in blah, 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 and then you allow, then you'll be able to hear it, see it, feel it easier.
Right. So whatever the simple first thing you get, that's what it is. And if it doesn't make any sense, that's okay. You know, write it down so that you can look back, because it might make sense in a few days, weeks, months. You don't know. It's more of like a direction than it is. It's like a suggestion than it is like hard and black and white facts.
Yeah.
If they're trying to assist you in like staying out of danger or something, or you keep walking forward into something that you kind of, deep in your heart or your gut that you have no business being in a job or relationship anymore, or a certain thing that you're doing with your health, you'll start to get stronger. Hell yeses or hell no's. But most of the time at the beginning, it's just like direction and suggestion just to keep you on course. And if you listen and you follow that, then you're not going to need the big, strong, big stick moment to stop you from something or blow it up because you've been sitting in some place that doesn't serve you for way too long.
Yeah.
So part of this could be ritualized, actually. That's why I'm hesitating for a second. So the second one is oracle cards. A lot of people think of them as, messages from the devil or whatever. We've heard all sorts of interesting things. And the first thing I want you to do is throw out, I have it right here. Throw out the book. You don't have to literally throw it away, but we see a lot of people immediately grab the book. And if it's a new deck, they're going to memorize the book, use what the book says as gospel. These, again, are just suggestions in case you get stuck. But if you really want to practice and want that open communication with your guides, you're going to want to see what type of hits you're getting. It could just be a feeling, a color, a sensation, whatever. Because spirit communicates, like you said, more through pictures, through feelings, than it does through actual words.
And do yourself a favor, trust it. When you get into this, is it right, wrong, indifferent, whatever, now you're in resistance and you're placing judgment.
Right.
Trust it. Like whatever comes through, it comes through. And if you choose to use it for good, then it's good.
Right. Like maybe blue door comes through and you're like, oh, do I have to look through it for a blue door? Like you're taking it totally literally. Maybe this blue door is like some energy of the frequency of blue that needs to be downloaded into your system. Because a lot of time when we're asking for support, they send a certain frequency, a certain energy to us, a certain download, upload, or whatever we need in our systems to gain more clarity or to gain more courage in something. So they're not going to say, you need to go to the blue door and go through it and then take a right. Like, no, this is an energy that's flowing through and, yep, blue door, got it, received, thank you. This is sitting in receivership and sitting in gratitude for what you're getting and having faith that it's exactly what you need, even though if the ego brain or the monkey mind can't make sense of it, thank you for trying to make sense. I got it. But, this is my soul self. This is my spirit speaking. And it is exactly what I need, whether monkey brain knows or not. So let's pick a couple cards and practice with this. We're going to show it to you, and whatever your first impression is, we would love if you put it in the comments, just so you have record of it. And for other people who are on the same vibration, those messages, you'll start to see how they match up, link up. Or if you're just new and you're like, I'm not getting anything, I'm not sure, somebody else's message might just like grab you and you're like, oh, that's speaking directly to me. So this is how we're helping build community. Mm-hmm. We're building our own strength in our own knowing, but we're also being able to tap into community knowing at the same time.
For sure.
And then we can share what we get for ourselves from the card. Yeah. So again, first thing, I've already shuffled them. Mm-hmm. Oh, let's talk about shuffling.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Shuffling, it's like it engages both parts of your brain, and it totally regulates your nervous system.
Yeah.
Because it's firing all pistons, if you will.
Right. So if you're feeling that stress mode, that means you're not in open channel. You're not ready. Yeah. Shuffle for as long as you need to, because that'll start to calm the nervous system down. Breathe. Have that glass of water.
You present.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Really get yourself into a state of receivership, not of doing. Like I'm doing right now. I'm going to shuffle the cards. I'm going to pick a card. I'm going to get my direct message. I'm going to know what to do, and I'm going to proceed with the day. Like, stop making it so damn clinical. It's supposed to be fun and creative and imaginative and all those juicy things that are on the right brain, the spiritual side that we don't use often enough. All right, so let's do it. I'm just going to pull right from the top since we already shuffled them. The action card. We'll put up a closer one in case you can't truly see that. But the action card has this wonderful huntress, she looks like to me, but who knows what she is. Has a bow and arrow, and there's a bunch of different stars, and she is directly aiming at the biggest star in the bunch. It looks like a bunch of energies flowing through.
It's a cool card.
Yeah, we're just going to give a little second. So hopefully you're typing in the comments just whatever the first thing that hit you and submit it. Yeah, so it is locked in. Lock in your answer.
Lock it in.
Lock in whatever your hit is, whatever your knowing is. Could have just been the color. Maybe you just saw the star. Maybe you just saw the bow and arrow. I don't know. What I first got is you miss all the shots you don't take. That's what popped into my head right away.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So, I can just meditate on that later. Just let it be, or sit with it, or, look at myself like, where am I really wanting to go? And I'm not taking action on that thing. What did you get for yourself?
For me, it's about whatever I want to achieve, whatever that end goal is always about taking some level of action so that it can get me that much closer to that end goal. Mm-hmm. So for me, it's always about taking some action to create what I want.
To create what you want, exactly. And community-wise, because usually after I speak what mine is, then I can get kind of more global. Community-wise, action is your job. Action is your part physically here to take some sort of action towards what you want to create. Better relationship, better health, more wealth, whatever it is. Learning about it, practicing it, talking to other people about it, all of those things.
Yeah, because as we all know, if we don't take any kind of action, it is just a dream.
Exactly, yeah. And then surrendering, because then that's where the faith part comes in, where you allow the universe to then do their part. So pick your intention, take your action, and then let it go.
I'm excited to read what you guys gonna write.
I know. I can't wait to see what they are. Yeah. That's so cool. All right. We're going to pull one more because I just feel like we should. Sanctuary. So this looks like a beautiful blue. I don't know if it's a scarf or a cloak or whatever it is, with a person nestled in the middle. You can just see hair and a little bit of a face. So sanctuary.
Very
So
peaceful.
the immediate, it is, yeah. The immediate hit I'm getting for myself, the first thing I noticed when I saw it, I felt safe. It felt like a sense of safety. And that is where you feel safe, because I know a lot of times, like, I can get, a lot of it's menopause based, but I can get very overwhelmed and in a state of like, I'm unsure type of thing, because I'm not feeling safe. But once I go within, I'm safe in there, and it's perfect. And when I anchor into that and bring that out, like, everything around me feels safe, because I've regulated my nervous system again. I've created that safe space for myself.
Yeah, yeah.
So what do you get for sanctuary for you?
For me, it's like going within and feeling safe. Also, it's like
same
really
thing.
like knowing that my spiritual team is all around me. You know, keeping me safe so that I can explore all the things I need to explore for healing, for growth, for leveling up. I'm just in that great safe space with them.
Nice.
Yeah, that inward feeling.
And I'm also getting, like, community wise, now that my energy is wound down, is that sanctuary is the perfect next step, or the first step with action. It's showing as next step because we pulled it second.
Yeah.
But sometimes maybe you feel like this is the dominant card for you, like you need to go within more. You need to create that safe space so that you can then take that inspired action. Or you've taken the inspired action. Where do you go? Back to sanctuary. You go back to regrounding, back to peace, taking care of yourself. Self-care keeps like coming in real loud right now. Taking care of yourself. So when it's time to take the next action, your well is full and you can take it as fully as possible.
Right.
So that energy and that message is clear out to the universe for them to do their part.
Yeah, because it's a miss sometimes for us that we don't give so much value to self-care. We really don't. And when we're doing self-care, we're automatically opening ourselves up to the conversation with spirit. So, you know, I would like to impress upon you to practice self-care a lot during this process for you, because that's when you'll be able to hear them, feel them, see them, however they might show up for you. But yeah, self-care is huge.
Yeah. And I promise this is it, but I was just there, like, one more to like really drive it home. So I'm going to just pull the last one. Let us know in the comments if this is helpful to you.
Yeah.
Because we could totally do more videos where we're like, you know, if it's a weekly check-in or monthly or whatever you guys want, where we can pull stuff together and all tap in together so we can, you know, build this energy and practice and all support each other,
Yeah.
you know, in what we're getting as a community. It might be a really nice community activity
Yeah.
to do. So if that's something that interests you, please let us know that. So, because, you know, these videos are for you guys as much as they're for us, and to all connect with each other. Fulfillment. So this is your cycle: action, sanctuary, fulfillment. Like, because that's what we all want. We all want to feel full. We all want to feel connected. And a big thing I'm finding a lot is we all feel disconnected. Like, we don't feel like we belong anywhere because we haven't truly embraced who we are and then walked in that, knowing that that's like one of the big pieces of the puzzle. And that's how we feel fulfilled. So things like this bring connection back, connecting into yourself first, into your spirit guides, and then that will filter out into feeling connected with community.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it's on a
flower,
on
when
a
we were just
flower.
talking about growing.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
That hit me really quick. It's like, okay, the fulfillment part of growing something is in full swing.
It is. So we'll put up a picture of the full spread so you can really, you know, see, and maybe, you know, take a screenshot if one of them really worked for you, so that
Yeah.
you can meditate on it further and really, you know, ground into that energy.
Sweet. That's it, kids. All right. Be kind.
Peace.